Alright, so we have Alex Morono versus David Zawada. Zawada has a 1-inch height advantage and a 3-inch reach advantage. Alright, so for Morono, the short notice replacement. He comes in with a boxing heavy style, primarily throwing hands. Lots of movement, he's very light in his feet, and you know, that kind of style, throwing everything into every punch, throwing lots of punches, and lots of movement, it can gas you out, and we've seen that in Morono's previous fights. Morono, he definitely has more success when he straightens things up. It's not really a style though, he generally just plants his feet and just wings his shots. He is a little stiff on the feet, you know, a little rigid, as you would say if you look at him. Doesn't look like the most flexible person in the world. But yeah, I also think his reactions are quite slow, causing him to just kind of hit air or just miss completely when he tries to counter. So when he's trying to counter opponents, I think that's not when he's best, because his counters are very slow. Like, he's going to catch guys like Donald Cerrone who are just stiff as a board basically on the feet, but you know, guys like, I don't know, Darren Till per se, he'll just hit air. Guys that are just quicker than him, and mostly everyone is. But you know, he probably will have success against guys like Zawada, because Zawada, his head doesn't move a whole lot, pretty flat-footed, pretty heavy on the lead leg, plants his feet and fires as well. So Zawada, he has a nice, well, he has a one, fuck is that noise? He has a 1-2. He does a little stutter step or a little twitch with the lead hand as well, to telegraph that right hand. Like every time he flicks out or just like twitches with the lead hand, he's probably going to throw the straight right after that. He has the blitz 1-2, the counter 1-2, everything's down the pipe with Zawada. And he definitely could catch Morono, because Morono doesn't move his head a whole lot either. But in the clinch, Zawada is pretty active, low calf kicks as well at distance. He does mix it up a little bit more than Morono. In regards to the grappling, takedowns aren't great for Zawada. He tries to like cheat the finish, try to like fall over his opponent basically, and try and, you know, hopefully they just fall down. So his takedowns aren't great. He is aggressive with submissions off his back if he does get taken down. For Morono, he will accept bottom position with little to no resistance. So both these guys are a little bit too comfortable off their back for my liking. How these guys win fights, so for Morono, high output. How these guys lose fights, for Morono, he will slow down in high-paced fights. He does fight through fatigue, though. I'm not going to say he fights through fatigue well, but, you know, he fights through fatigue, he keeps the pace up still. Chin looking a little bit suspect lately, honestly. Poor takedown defense, and for Zawada, the same thing, poor takedown defense. Pass to victory for these two. So for Zawada, look to clinch up early, you know, drain that gas tank. The guy's got a suspect gas tank as it is, and he's coming in on short notice, so, you know, you got to clinch up early, raid that gas tank a little bit. I think you are more active in the clinch as well, so you can definitely win some minutes there as well in the first round. Look for low calf kicks at distance, slow down the movement of Morono, and then once you've slowed down the movement, he's basically just winging overhands with no footwork. Mix in takedowns if you're Zawada, and mix in takedowns if you're Morono as well. Like, both these guys have really bad takedown defense, so just, you know, look to, you know, score some points with that as well. Look for volume if you're Morono, straighten up your shots. Zawada doesn't move his head. You could clip him with the overhands and the winging punches, but I feel like you'll have more success with your straight punches here. So how I see this fight going, so I think Morono's probably gonna outwork Zawada. If Zawada can't get his leg kicks going, I think Morono just kind of bullies him with volume a little bit. Like, both guys are lacking defensively, but both don't have that much discernible power, you know what I mean? So it's probably going to decision. Probably both will be getting tagged quite a bit. It's just, yeah, both not very powerful. Yeah, I guess Morono, I just guess Morono just outvolumes him. For takedown, or for, yeah, wrestling wise, I think Zawada's takedowns are horrid, but Morono's takedown defense is really bad, so it wouldn't surprise me if he did get Alex down. I didn't retape this one, or, you know, get into the nitty gritty or anything like that. I'm just going off recollection of these fighters. I don't want to retape it because I think both guys are just really ugly to watch, and I don't really enjoy watching them fight because it's just, they're just both very stiff and just ugly, you know, ugly to watch. Not appearance wise, I'm just talking about just their styles and how they fight. It's just not very attractive. Yeah, both are very awkward with their striking, just kind of janky all round as fighters. I don't know what to say. It's just not my cup of tea, but I feel like Morono should just outwork him. So prediction is Morono by decision. I think he just outworks him. So yeah, I think it's lined about correct. Fight goes to decision is interesting. Well, just the over is interesting because it's basically the same price. Yeah, I think it does go over 2.5 rounds. Yeah, I think it does go over 2.5 rounds more than 60% of the time. So if I was looking at playing it, I might put something on that. Zawada wins by decision is a bit wide, I think. $3.85 plus 285. That's a little bit wide. It's giving him only a, what's that? Like a 27% chance of winning a decision, which I think is a bit off.